Hello there, Hillel Yeshiva. Hope everybody had a restful vacation and a great first week back in school. In this week's parasha, Parashat Bo, now parenthetically, Bo has a numerical value of 3. The Baal Turim points out that this is a great hint and trick to remember that there are 3 and the 3 final makot coming up in this week's parasha. Now in the middle of those makot, right before Makah Bechorot, the Torah takes a detour for a minute, and we receive our first commandment as a Jewish nation. And we know that to be none other than the mitzvah of Kiddush HaChodesh, the sanctification of the new moon. And the question is obvious. Why, out of all the mitzvot, is this chosen to be the first one? What's its importance? And to make the question stronger, in the last holiday on the Jewish calendar, the holiday of Chanukah, we know the Greeks were trying to attack the Jewish religion at its core. And in order to do so, they banned us from doing certain mitzvot. We know they banned us from Shabbat, which is a pretty essential mitzvah in the Jewish religion. And they banned us from Milah, something which is the symbol of a Jew, very important. And then they banned Rosh Chodesh. And the question is obvious. Why Rosh Chodesh? What do they see about this mitzvah of Rosh Chodesh that they felt that an attack on Rosh Chodesh is an attack on the whole Jewish religion? So if we could understand the depth behind this mitzvah, what it symbolizes, maybe we could have a better understanding on these questions. We know a unique characteristic of the moon is how it renews each month. We know the moon gets smaller and smaller towards the end of the month, and then at the start of the new Hebrew month, it starts to build back and get bigger. This is a concept that we call renewal. The moon renews itself each month. Now, right here, at this exact moment, right before Makah Bechorot, where we know what comes next, the Jewish people are going to be redeemed. Now, in Egypt, we know, our rabbis tell us that the Jewish people were on a pretty low level. They were actually on what the rabbi says the lowest level, the 49th level of impurity. And Hashem has to give us a message that we are able to renew. We believe in a concept of renewal. We don't believe in, I fell in the mud, so I'm going to stay in the mud. We get up and we build back, we dust ourselves off, and we build back stronger. What better place than right here before we're about to leave Egypt that we need to hear such a message? But that message is not only for that generation. This is something we continue to commemorate. We continue to have this mitzvah of Kiddush HaChodesh for all generations. And the message to us is the same. In every generation, we may fall on a personal level. We may fall on a nation level. But the message is always the same. Whether you fall, whether we are prosecuted, whether there's pogroms, whatever there may be, we believe in renewal. We don't get broken and we don't give in. We will build back stronger. And that's a message that, again, has to be instilled in the Jewish people from the onset. If we want to now leave Egypt and create a nation, it has to start on this foot. That's why it's the first mitzvah. Now, the other day I was watching, happened to be after I was thinking about this concept, I watched a video, one of these videos that goes around, and it's unbelievable. You're seeing a 94-year-old Holocaust survivor. His name is Frank Lowy. Now, he's a Holocaust survivor turned into a multi-billionaire. And he's standing there in front of a crowd of Israelis, and he's giving them chizuk. He's giving them words of strength. And his message to them is, he says, I came from one of the darkest places on planet Earth in my childhood. But I did not break down from that. I built back. And I'm here today, and I'm 94, and he's talking to the Israelis and the hostages, and he says, we cannot lose our hope. We cannot lose our faith. And he says, Eretz Yisrael is ours, and we're going to never give up, and that's what Jewish people will always be ours because we do not give up hope. And I'm thinking about this, and this is unbelievable. Here we are, thousands of years after this commandment of the Chodesh. And this is part of our DNA. This is why we still exist, because we believe in this, we don't let anything break us, and we continue to be Am Yisrael Chai. I wish everybody a Shabbat Shalom and a wonderful, restful Shabbat.